Space-time distortion. So this tourney's heading back in time to the days of Space-Time Smackdown on Triumphant Light. We've got our build decks only using Pokemon from these packs, but we've had a bit of an upgrade, so we're allowed trainers from any packs in all the sets. Plus you can also use any of the unique promos that came out during the time frame if you want. Let's get to the tourney. On to deck building for the tourney. So first up, there was 2 combos to consider. Infernape and Flame Patch, that has been banned, so you can have one or the other in the decks, you can't have both. But Dialga and Arceus, that's been left alone, so you can play that deck if you want. And additionally, a couple of Master Trainer challenges on the side. If your deck uses at least one copy of Dragon Giratina, or does not contain any EX Pokemon around Parados, or is a dual energy deck without any colourless or Yanmega EX, then you've got some bonuses for the end of season standings. So first up, I decided to make a deck to deal with all 3 requirements. A dual energy Giratina deck with no EX Pokemon or colourless. A bit of a funny one actually, used that of Dusknoir. Did actually get a win or 2 here and there. It wasn't terrible. The 2 energy discard every turn is just rough, and needing dual energy. There was one where I could have had the win if I just drew a grass and they got all psychic or something like that. Anyway, ignoring that. So I only actually really tested 3 decks for the tournament, and each one I tested followed a different Master Challenge rule. The first up, dual energy was quite easy. Wanted to try out Garchomp, an old favourite of mine. Couldn't pair it with Persian, so instead I went with Spiritomb. It's a bit of a new damage the bench and pull them with the psychic. See how that goes. Next I went for was a deck featuring Dragon Giratina, and I decided to go for Arceus Crobat, because the whole point is he just sits up front as a meat shield, and then you just use your Crobat to just chip away at their health while you build up the Arceus. And the final deck I tested, and the one I decided to go with, was Tyranitar, and this one was an OEX deck, so I did it with the regular Arceus. I quite like this, but I could never get it to work out back then. But with all the extra items, it's a bit better because you've got May and Comms to help with your Pokemon draw. But more importantly, you've got Heavy Helmet and Memory Light, so both of them allow you to either survive longer with the Lilies for the max healing, or the Memory Light, so you can just go up front and start attacking it even if you haven't got enough energy. But yeah, I thought I'd go to the Tyranitar deck. I liked it the most. Plus the fact it could hit 160 means it can take out any Arceus EX if they're around. With the red, it could take out any Infernapes if I found any. And yeah, it's got all the bonuses of stuff I mentioned before, so like the Rare Candy, Lily, the tools, everything to help it out. But let's see how it does anyway. On to the first round. The opening round sees me up against the Crobat Arceus deck. It's the EX Arceus version, so obviously that's free energy to hit for like up to 130, while your Crobats just ping off 30 all the time. This one's a little bit more dangerous because it's also got Spiritomb, so it can hit the bench, and Cyrus, so I need to be careful of that. I do have the advantage that they've all got fighting weakness pretty much, so Tyranitar can just knock anything out. And if I have my own Arceus, then I can take out the Arceus EX with a cape. I imagine this deck's going to be a lot faster now you've got the copycat in there. And let's just find out how fast it actually is. Only because he's got the Crobats and the Spiritomb, I'm going to send out Arceus first. Does have a copycat, so I do want to play out my hand. I guess hopefully just build up Tyranitar and then leave out the Arceus. Although, even without Arceus, Tyranitar still one-shots anything except for Arceus EX with a cape. Do this early, keep my hand small. Hopefully, because I haven't got the Pupitar, I can get the Heavy Helm for him. And it's going to be 80 a turn, so I don't think I can buy more than one turn. So I think Arceus goes down. I send out Larvitar. It's got Cyrus, but no other way to get to me. Although I realise Crobat, Arceus and a full bench does hit me for 160 if I can't get a heavy helm out. Here we go, do this for a bit of stall then. Which unfortunately though, I do need to commit Lily and the second energy to this, and if you then retreat and take him out of Arceus, that energy wasted cost me a vital turn. Lily to keep him alive. I shouldn't have done that 10, that was a mistake. Because now technically he can come in with Crobat and do 80 and leave me on 10. And I'm unable to retreat. No, I can retreat with Energy and Leaf, but he has got Cyrus. Ah, see? Alright, let me think about this. Can't hit me with Arceus next turn. No point running away. Corkscrew punch you for 80. Now you can get the KO, and then you can get a 50 damage hit on Tyranitar. Oh, but now you can get the other Crobat. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that extra 10 with Shaman. Okay, so I need Heavy Helm, or it's a good game. Oh, is it? No. Well, it depends if you've got Spiritomb in, actually. But probably, if you send out Crobat to wear me down. Because he's going to deal 30 plus 50 minus the 20. So I'll take 70, drop it to 90. I heal up to 100. Oh, but 110. I think actually I just survive. Oh wait, no. Or do I? $140, Crobat hits me to 110, you do 110. Yeah, I just survive. I'm not going to need any of you guys, but just throw that out there just in case. Yeah, I think that top deck Heavy Helm has just saved me. Alright, super close. Let's go on to game 2 and see if I can count out my HP a little bit better. Again, I'm going to lead with the Arceus. Just as a damage. Whatever the word is. Soak. Play the helmet now just because of both Copycat and Red Card. Obviously he wants to blitz through the deck and get out. There's Arceus. Now Crobats as soon as he can. If he gets them set up and going with their ability before I get any healing out, I'm in a bit of trouble. I always have a bit of trouble. Ideally for me, he won't get Crobat. Oh no, I knew Spiritomb was coming there. Yep, I need to get a Shaman fairly soon, please. Actually no, I've got Heavy Helmet, so we can't actually Cyrus out the Tyranitar. I'd forgotten about that. So in fact, I shouldn't have dropped that other Arceus. As luck would have it, I've top deck Shaman. So it's now anti-Cyrus. Well, anti-Spiritomb Cyrus. Leaf, get Tyranitar out there. Now, unless he double Crobats this turn, I'm okay. In fact, he needs to play second Arceus and double Crobat to take me out, which needs 6 cards. There's one Crobat. There's the Arceus. Oh. I've just survived. See, I knew I needed that Heavy Helmet in the deck. Sure, the memory lock options were fun, but that survivability is what I was going for. I was a bit worried about the Crobats coming out, but good game, good game. Alright, Tyranitar's done its thing. Crobat is one of the difficult decks I worried about. Funny enough, even though everyone was like doing them, there's no Infernape and there's no Arceus Dialga to worry about. I'll have to see how I do anyway. So catch you in the next one.